Good morning. Today we're going to talk about Alexander the Great. Was he a hero or a villain? Greece underestimated Macedonia. They looked down on the Macedonians as uncivilized foreigners. However, Philip II, Macedonia's new king, was planning his attack on Greece. The Athenian leaders knew they would be attacked but couldn't rally troops fast enough. Philip. Philip was an awesome military leader. He turned Macedonia into a force to be reckoned with and fantasized about conquering the massive Persian Empire, but he was murdered. He is famous for perfecting the phalanx. A phalanx was a group of warriors who stood close together in a square, each with a spear. As soldiers was killed, another would step forward. After Philip died, some Greek cities under Macedonian rule revolted. Alexander was only 20 years old. However, he was well prepared for his new duties since he had been tutored by Aristotle, a famous Greek philosopher. In addition to an appreciation for Greek culture, Aristotle had taught him public speaking, science, and philosophy. Alexander made an example of Thebes by destroying the city and enslaving its people. This discouraged rebellion by the other Greek cities for quite a while. Therefore, Alexander began to build an empire. Alexander creates an empire. Alexander started by invading Persia, winning over and over. Then he went into Egypt and was immediately crowned a pharaoh without a fight. Alexander then defeated Persia once and for all after the king fled, making him the ruler. Alexander's plan to unite his empire. Alexander wanted all the people he conquered to accept him as their ruler. He also intended to spread Greek culture, although he did not want to destroy the local customs and traditions of the various cultures across his empire. His goal was to unify the different people of these many cultures under a single government. Therefore, he had to take particular steps. First, he decided to spread Greek culture and ideas. The second thing, he felt he would use religion to inspire loyalty. He also showed respect for the cultures he now controlled and even adopted some of their customs. Alexander the Great's campaigns of conquest. In 356 BC, Alexander was born. In 336 BC, Alexander becomes king and quickly conquered all of ancient Greece and raised a great army. In 334 BC, Alexander defeated King Darius III. In 332 BC, Alexander conquered Egypt in North Africa. In 331 BC, before leaving Egypt, Alexander found a city named after himself, Alexandria. In 330 BC, Alexander won the Battle of Guatemala. In 326 BC, Alexander began his campaign into northwest India. In 323 BC, Alexander returned to the Persian city of Babylonia after his Indian campaign. Alexander wanted to continue building his empire, but his army refused to go on. On his way home, however, Alexander got sick in Babylon. He died at 33 and was taken to Egypt to be buried in a golden coffin. Greek culture spread. Alexander's empire was the biggest ever. He founded cities in the lands he conquered and named many Alexandria. He modeled many cities after Greece with temples and theaters. Alexander deeply admired Greek culture and aimed to distribute Greek ideas through his empire. He hoped that the Greek ideas, customs, and traditions would blend with the diverse cultures of the people he had conquered. For example, he let them speak their own languages and live their lives that they wanted, so long as they paid him tribute or taxes. This mixed Greek culture with the original cultures. These new cultures were called Hellenistic or Greek-like. Alexander had a very dark side too. He possessed a ferocious temper and from time to time would murder close advisors and even friends. Toward the end of his many campaigns, he essentially slaughtered thousands. Only crime was bending his way. Alexander's empire crumbles. When Alexander died, he didn't have a obvious heir, and the empire collapsed due to several factors. For instance, settlers deserted the cities he had constructed, causing the city to decline into ruins. Three of his generals ended up fighting each other in an attempt to control the empire. One became king of Macedonia, another one of Egypt, and the third of Greece. The new Macedonia had a weak government and was conquered by the Romans. The new Syria had too many different cultures and different ideas to survive. They were also defeated by the Romans. The new Egypt developed a center of culture and learning. Eventually, it was conquered by Rome. We have just concluded our lesson on Alexander the Great. I hope you have a great day.